Welcome to another episode of Double Dogleg Golf. This is your host Chris speaking. Thanks for watching along today. I'm actually going to show you how you can get rust off of a golf club. So yeah, take a look here. We got a 9-iron. This is the classic. So I've been doing some cool vintage challenges, and this is a really cool 9-iron. Go take a look at this. Look at how much rust there is on the face, on the head, on everything. Insane. Let's see if we can get the rust off. How would you think we would get the rust off? So I actually watched a couple videos. First off on YouTube from the Backyard Golfer. He posted a cool video. He was able to get a pretty good amount of rust off of a club by using vinegar and salt. And I think that sounds like a really good idea. But I actually found something else that looked really cool. This guy Adam Savage also known from the Mythbusters. Adam Savage from the Mythbusters basically was able to use a product for using some tools or some old classic tools that he has in the garage of this product called EVAPO-RUST. Look at this big tub. It says on here that it's non-toxic, biodegradable, safe on eyes and skin, reusable, and it's really used for tools, antiques, cookware, auto, hardware. So this really gets the rust off really well. He showed some tests and it looked like the results were pretty amazing. As well as using that with a combination of this other item I have here called steel wool. And you can use this to really scrape off any excess rust or anything that might be on a club. So, you know, we're gonna try out to see if the EVAPO-RUST can work on getting the rust, and the steel wool can work on getting the rust off of this golf club. So here's my crazy large stirring pot, and look at what's inside. We've got a bunch of club heads here. Just look at all that rust. Look at all the rust on the face there. Very evident that there is a lot of rust on these golf clubs. And we're gonna use the EVAPO-RUST to see what we can get off here. Let's see how it works. All right, here we got the EVAPO-RUST, we got the clubs. Let's go dump some in. There goes nothing. So here the club's completely submerged in the EVAPO-RUST. Just look at that. Let's watch the EVAPO-RUST take a toll over the next 8 hours overnight, and then it really takes, what they say, at least 24 hours for really the full effect to take place. So let's see how it goes. Just for safe measure here, we're just gonna throw the lid right on. First thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn the stove on. We're gonna boil it on high and for about 3 minutes. No, I'm just kidding, we're not doing that. Now we're just gonna let it sit for about 24 hours. We're gonna check on it periodically, and we'll keep you posted as we're going through it. Wow, so it's only been a couple of hours since the EVAPO-RUST has kicked in, and look at already. Some of these clubs already look like a ton of the rust has come off. I still see some rust that's significantly shown in some areas, but it looks like already the EVAPO-RUST is taking a good toll on this. Very impressive so far what I'm seeing. Alright, so it's been about 12 hours since I put these in the EVAPO-RUST bath. And let's take a look. This looks like the most rusted club right here. And looks like it's still a decent amount of rust on it. And look at this club. Still a decent amount of rust on the club. This is the most rusted club of the whole bunch. Definitely some improvement from what I've seen before. Alright folks, it's been 24 hours later. Let's see how the clubs look. My Captain American shield. Take another look at this wedge here. This is the 9-iron. Take another look at that. You can see most of this rust is really starting to fade away. give it more of a scrub with the steel wool here. Give it more of a scrub. Actually going to post the before and after photos of what the clubs look like when I receive them from eBay, as well as how they look after I use the product. Alrighty, that'll do it for the review. Really impressed with how the EVAPO-RUST took care of the clubs as far as getting the rust off. So instead of kind of having like the spotty rust as you saw on the clubs, it really kind of was able to really fade the rust out significantly, just with a little bit of spreading around on the club head. Using the steel wool was really able to effectively, scrape off the excess rust after basically EVAPO-RUST did the job, and really being able to remove the rust from the golf club from all those years of the rust buildup. So yeah, on top of that, I'm actually really impressed with the EVAPO-RUST, of that it wasn't really, got a lot of it on my hands, but it really isn't a toxic material. It's pretty easy just to rinse off and wipe off my hands. So I'd highly recommend the EVAPO-RUST. I'll put the link in the description if you want to get it. If you have any, so if you have any clubs in your garage, any clubs that you want to just basically have a bunch of rust on it and want to be able to restore. And some people actually, on the contrary, actually like to use clubs that have rust on it, and some clubs are actually designed to get rust over time, naturally, some wedges that you'll see. But I really think it's good getting the rust out of the clubs. It really gives it that fine look. It really gives it a good feel. So the rubber trench jones, you can really see the clubs, and the rust, getting them off is really going to make it look and feel great in your golf bag. Basically restore them to their original condition. So yeah, thanks again for watching the video, and this is again another video how to remove the rust from your golf clubs, and hopefully that helps. I think vinegar and salt's good to check out. I'll put Backyard Golfer's video. I think that was really helpful. I think it had a very similar effect, because I noticed when he was using the product, it mostly was able to remove the rust. It was still kind of spread out, a little bit faded, but for the most part, the general amount of rust was really gone. So I highly recommend using that from using his video. I highly recommend using that product as well. So yeah, if you have any rust in your golf clubs, definitely consider these products, and there's definitely products out there to get the rust off, so you can go and enjoy your clubs once more again. You guys have a great one. Take care. Bye-bye.